You know how some stories just feel like ghost stories? They've got all the right ingredients: spirits, a deep mystery, that little chill that runs down your spine. But every now and then, if you look just a little bit closer, you find that what seems like a haunting is actually a profoundly human story. It's about loss, it's about hope, and it's about love. Let's take a closer look at the spirit child known as the Abiku.
Okay, before we really dive in, a quick question for you. Picture it, a place known to be haunted, late at night. Do you keep going, or do you turn back immediately? Let us know what you do. Your choice, in a way, kind of mirrors the one at the very heart of the story we're about to explore. A story that walks that thin line between two very different worlds.
So, at the center of this all is a concept from the Yoruba people of Nigeria, the Abiku. Now, this isn't just any old spirit. It's believed to be the spirit of a child that gets caught in this incredibly painful cycle of being born to a mother, dying young, only to return to that exact same womb to be born all over again.
And here's what's so fascinating. This idea isn't just in one place. It's a belief that you can find all across Nigeria, just with different names in different cultures. The Yoruba call it Abiku, but then you have the Igbo people who call it Ogbanje, the Efik, the Mfumfum, the Edo, Igbahun, and the Hausa have the Danwabi. It's this shared story, a cultural touchstone for trying to understand a very specific and very deep kind of tragedy.
To really get what this legend is all about, we have to start with the chilling meaning that's hidden right there in the name itself.
Yeah, this part is a gut punch. The name isn't just a label, it's a heartbreaking definition. In the Yoruba language, Abi means born, and Iku means death. So Abiku literally means born to die. The second you understand that translation, the whole story changes. It goes from being a simple folktale to an immense personal tragedy.
And the traditional belief makes this even more painful, if you can believe it. The Abiku spirit isn't seen as some helpless victim. No, it's seen as a willful participant in this, indifferent to the suffering it causes. It chooses to leave, again and again, trapping a family, and especially the mother, in this unbearable cycle of hope and loss.
And that brings us to the real emotional core of the story. You have to look past the spirits and the folklore for a second, because this is about a family's heartbreak. It's about the plea of a mother who has been pushed to her absolute limit.
This quote, it just captures that despair so perfectly. It's the voice of a mother, just completely worn down by grief, saying, "I don't have the strength to dig another grave." Can you imagine? It's just this raw expression of exhaustion, physical, emotional, and spiritual.
And this journey of grief and hope was woven into the very names parents gave their children. These names were like prayers, they were pleas, or sometimes even declarations. Just look at Durasimi, it's a plea for the child to stay to bury me. Or Kokumo, a hopeful cry of not dying again. You can feel the begging in Omubiko, death, I beg you. And then finally this utter exhaustion and surrender in Onuma, death may please itself. The family's entire emotional story is written right there in the names they chose.
You know, this theme of loss and hope, it's totally universal. So many cultures have stories to help make sense of things that just feel senseless. What are the tales that are told where you're from? Go ahead and share them in the comments. It's amazing how many of these legends have relatives in other parts of the world.
So this all leads to the central question of the myth, right? Why? Why would a spirit choose to leave its mother's love over and over again? Well, the answer seems to lie in this choice between two completely different worlds.
The Abiku is believed to be caught in this constant tug-of-war. On one side, you have the spirit world, which is described as this place of just eternal joy, freedom, and music. And on the other side, well, you have the living world, a place of hardship, struggle, and pain. The child is torn, constantly being called back to a place without any suffering. And that, it adds this whole other layer of empathy to the story. It's not just cruelty, it's a choice between two very different realities.
But there's a deeper, much more tangible explanation here. Before we had the medical language for it, how did people make sense of the unthinkable? The Abiku legend, it gave them a way to understand the tragic reality of high infant mortality. It was a way to process these inexplicable childhood illnesses, things that today we recognize as sickle cell disease or sudden infant death syndrome. The myth gave a name and a narrative to a pain that was otherwise completely incomprehensible.
So when we look past the spirit world and the ancient beliefs, we find the true legacy of the Abiku story. And it's something incredibly powerful and absolutely timeless. So, after all the pain and the graves and the grief, why does this story endure? Why is it still told and remembered today?
It's because ultimately, the story of the Abiku
isn't really about a spirit's cruelty at all. It's about a parent's unbreakable love. It's about looking at a newborn child after so much loss and still finding the strength to hope that this time, this child will stay. And that is why it lasts. It's a testament to the endurance of love in the face of unimaginable grief.
If you found this dive into folklore and its deep human roots to be meaningful, be sure to save this explainer. It's definitely a story worth coming back to. The world is just full of stories like this one, legends that tell us so much about who we are. So where should we go next? What country's folklore do you think we should open the file on? Leave your suggestions for us in the comments below.